Hey guys, so I got a Franken gun to do a video on. Honestly, it's not as Franken gun as I thought, or as the owner thought. He wasn't sure what brand gun this was. At least I think he was kind of not knowing what brand it was. This is actually a GMP base. And the reason why I know is because if you guys did not see that Stubby video, the Stubby GMP M4 review, if you did see it, you would have remembered that on the selector switch system, what does it say? It says Pray, and then Semi says Psalms, and then Full Auto is the Aspergus, or however you say that, Asparagus, I don't know. This is a GMP lower. The upper receiver doesn't have any markings, so it's probably just GMP, or it might be one of those Matrix, the Matrix GMP specific, so they're compatible. I think that's what it is. The body pin is kind of hard to put in, so it might just be, it might be a different upper that works though. It fits, so it's what it probably is a GMP lower, and then the Matrix uppers, which are supposed to be compatible with GMP. There's no body wobble, but it just kind of fits weird. So different brands will probably come from the same factory. Honestly, they're just the same spec. I don't know. Let's start from the back. So we got a crane stock, just standard crane stock, metal buffer tube, ambi sling mount on the back there. Pistol grip is kind of, it's an A1, it's a standard, old-fashioned one. Metal body, GMP lower, I don't know, random upper, probably Matrix. We have it looks like a Matrix T1 to me. Pretty cool, nice QD mount. It's got the GMR sticker there, so he's super cool. Mark 18 rail system. It is colored in kind of a greenish spray paint. Looks pretty good to me, honestly. There's rail covers pretty much everywhere down here. A KAC grip. It looks shorter than normal, so it's like a stubby. That's actually really cool, because that's one thing that I don't like about the KAC styles is they're longer. This looks like a stubby one, which is really cool. There's a PEC box on the top, which is fake from what I can tell. Yeah, it's fake. And a flashlight, which is, what is this? Oh, NE. It's the logo. It's Night Evolution. Night Evolution with a pressure pad hooked up here, and it does work. I'm not a fan of these because they are CR123A batteries from what I remember. It's very small, and I think it only holds one. It might hold two batteries, but it's tiny, which is cool. But I like the 18650s because they're always rechargeable. And then there's a suppressor on here, which is negative and positive threads, and it's very tight. There's no barrel wobble on here whatsoever. Everything's nice and tight. As far as internals, it had a base Cyma gearbox. I went ahead and put a Dytac gearbox, so it's the gearboxes that come in the Lancer Tactical Mark IIs. There's a speed trigger in here, Lonex compression set, so aluminum cylinder head, the steel cylinder, O-ring nozzle, garter, or the Lonex tappet plate. We got SHS 1301 gears, brand new, sector chip, ASG 30K motor, 30K boost, not a 40K, just a 30K. We got a SHS metal rack piston, the pre-lightning one. And then there's the Lonex piston head, and then there's no MOSFET. It's just got the stock trigger contacts from the Dytac gearbox. It's got SHS 8mm bearings, QD spring system, and it's got, I think it's an ASG 105 spring. So we'll chrono it here. I haven't chrono it with a 0.2. 2.5s, we're doing 315, so it's probably about 350 smack dab. Oh, there also is a Magpul sling mount there. So yeah, it's pretty much it for the internals. It's kind of a Franken gun. The battery that I'm using is a Nunchuck 11.1. It's a 3-part, of course, because 3 cells and 11.1. Wired to Deans. It's a 2000 milliamp, 15 to 25 C. So not a high C, but it's a high milliamp. It'll last a long time. So we got a plethora of magazines to try. We'll try Vietnam style, one of his E-mags, VFC Stanag, and then 2 Banff mid-caps, all with .2s. He said he plays indoor most of the time, and he plays at VIP in Phoenix, so that's 350 FPS limit there, and I think they actually require .2s to play, .2s or 2.5s, nothing higher than that from what I've heard, so he's kind of stuck with 2s or 2.5s anyways. Hop-up setup, forgot to mention that. We're running a Crytek rotary style hop-up, a Lonex 50-degree bucking, and a Aries Amoeba inner barrel, just a stock barrel. 342, 337, 340, 343, 344, 343, 345, 344, 344, 343, 1.1 joule is 344, 348, 342, 345. Honestly, not that bad as far as consistency. There were a few that are kind of 345, 345, 330. See, there's a drop there. 345, 344, 341. It's fairly consistent. Let's try rate of fire. Let's see if it'll feed, if I can get a reading through it. 23. I think it's a little bit faster than that. 27. Okay, so there. 27 rounds a second, 345 feet per second. So I was right. I told him between 25 and 20 or 30 rounds a second, and it's doing 27. So pretty good. So if he wants to play outdoors, he can. Wow, feeding was good on that. Trigger response isn't crazy. It's not pre-cocking much, so still pretty good. All right, range-wise, oh no, he's probably getting a good 170. Wow, that one went pretty much through the whole mag, right? Yeah, there's one BB left in the mag, so it went through the whole mag on that one. See, trigger response is actually pretty good for the low pre-cocking that it has. Still pretty good. Okay, so out. Let's try the Lonex Flash Mag. I think he has a few of these. I built him a 35 RPS AEG, and I told him, like, you're going to have to use mid-caps to feed with that thing. But that gun shot good. That gun has a BTC that I built him. But as you can hear, the gearbox, it's holding up. The trigger response is pretty good. Again, no MOSFET whatsoever. Just high-speed gears and a good high-torque motor. It takes a while for the BBs to get out there. Like I shoot and I let go of the trigger, and then you hear all the BBs hit. So the BBs are flying slow. FPS is low, about 340. Has to be that low for his indoor. Actually, the battery motor heat is not much at all. There's not much motor heat to this. It's really not. I mean, I've blasted out a lot of ammo here in a short amount of time, and it's really not that hot. The ASG, the 30Ks are going to run a little bit colder. Battery's not much at all either. It's warm, but it's not nowhere near like where I'd be worried about it. Like that's fine. I'm not worried about that whatsoever. So that's pretty good. Not much battery heat, not much motor heat. Seems pretty smooth. The shimming it's good. I took it apart multiple times and tested the shimming. The bearings are nice and smooth. The motor height's good. I even glued the motor height screw because it was loose. So everything seems good. This is just a Franken gun. Honestly, I would just recommend him to use it until it breaks. Once it breaks, track down a BTC for it and send it to me. Send the gun to me, and I'll fix it and put a BTC in it. Whatever breaks or whatever. So yeah, pretty good gun. I'll see you guys in the next video.